What's going on, everybody? Hope you're keeping well.
I hope you're keeping well, guys. I'm really fucking excited for this one. This one's going to be incredible. 6 month plan. This is a plan that I've been rolling out recently to members that are doing e-commerce. This is a proven to work plan time and time again. So I'm really excited for this. We're doing a huge £1,500 giveaway as well. So make sure you stay tuned until the end. This webinar won't be a super long one. We're going to get straight to the point, straight into it. Any questions you have, guys, click the change online logo there. That'll take you through to a message. Drop us a message. We'll try our best to get through as many messages as possible. I just want to say great start to the week. All the members are coming to this week with a positive mindset, getting shit done, ticking off goals, making money, building businesses. I love seeing this. Every Monday has been incredible. I can't remember the last Monday where I thought, everyone's got that Monday vibe. Everyone's, messaging me on a Monday like it's a Saturday. It's crazy. Everyone has a great mindset, which I absolutely love. We all know mindset is key to achieving anything. Everyone's working with us. Everyone wants to succeed. Everyone still has that same hunger that they had when they first joined. Absolutely love it. And I was actually on a phone call with Reece yesterday. I won't bore you too much because we're going to get straight into this one. But I was telling Reece how proud I am of particular members in the community as a whole. It's just been immense. So yeah, keep it up, guys. Reece, you want to touch on anything before we get into this one?
Just want to, once again,
you're lagging,
like what Ryan's saying, keep up the good work, guys. I've got so many people, like half of my DMs that I get now are just people getting results, people growing their businesses, making their first sales, first 10 sales, their first 5-figure months, pushing 6 figures. So, people are doing amazing. So I appreciate all the feedback. Keeps us motivated in regards to helping you guys. Loads of new updates on the way. Any Inner Circle members in here that tuned into the Inner Circle webinar Sunday evening, ran over a load of different updates that are on the way, along with a load of updates that we've just launched as well. So stay tuned, guys. We've got so much stuff on the way, which is only going to help you succeed even easier. So yeah, excited for everything that's ahead of us. It's going to be awesome.
Good stuff. So let's crack on with this, Reece. Do you want me to lead the way? Do you want me to lead the way, Reece?
Ryan's cut out.
I think you might be lagging. Can you hear me, Reece? Hello?
Right,
hello?
Are you there?
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello?
Can anyone hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me.
Let's see. Message in the chat. Well, they can hear you.
Yes. Can hear both.
Oh, they can hear me? Okay, can they hear me? Right, I'm not sure what's gone on there. I'm not sure if Reece has left or... Guys, can you hear me? Can you just put in the chat if you can hear me, and then I'm going to crack on with this one. I was looking to get straight into this one as well. It's typical. The one I'm about to get straight into, we have a bit of a connection there. But let's see what happens. Reece will join this one back. 1 second. I'm just waiting to see from Reece. Reece will be joining this one back. Well, I'm going to crack on with this one anyway, guys. Cool. Well, I'm going to crack on with this one. So I'm going to be going over a solid 6-month plan for anyone in e-commerce. Now, most people, when I say most people, 99% of people start with drop shipping because it's minimal risk, minimal outlay. You don't buy until you sell, and if you don't sell, you don't buy. But we all know at the same time that drop shipping is the lowest business model in e-commerce. We all know that drop shipping has its restrictions. Yes, there's a lot of pros, but there's also a lot of cons to doing drop shipping. Okay, so for us, in order for us to reach our full potential, for us to maximize our profits, can you hear me now, Riz?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was there. It just wasn't showing me for some reason.
Oh, okay. So for us to reach our full potential, for us to hit maximum profits, for us to hit these 5-6 figure months, we have to do something a little bit more than drop shipping. Now, don't get me wrong. When we sit here and we talk about 100K a month, 50K a month for drop shipping, it's possible. Absolutely, it's possible. But when you look at the percentage of people that make this type of money, you're looking at 1-2% of people make this type of money through drop shipping. Now, what I'm trying to say here and what I'm getting at is let's use drop shipping to begin with. Let's use drop shipping for 3, 4, 5 months. Okay, let's get the ball rolling. Let's learn how to build stores. Let's learn how to do our advertisements. Let's learn about ad creatives. Let's learn about branding, which once again, you're quite restricted with branding because you can't brand your products, etc. Let's test the waters and let's gain the knowledge. So what I'm trying to say is start drop shipping for educational purposes. Now, you will make money from drop shipping. Absolutely. You know, we've got members out there doing 5K a month, 10K a month from drop shipping. That's possible. But you're going to hit a lot of restrictions. Now, I often get messages on a daily basis, and I'm being completely honest with you guys, for members saying, Ryan, I've made 10 sales, but 2 want a refund. That's because the shipping times aren't the best in drop shipping. We all know this. Now, with drop shipping, there is UK-based suppliers, there is US-based suppliers, there's European-based suppliers, there's China mainland suppliers, there's suppliers all across the world. But what you're going to find is with drop shipping, your cost price is usually very high. Now, what I mean by that is if you compare it to something like private labeling, you're paying sometimes 4, 5, 6 times. It can even go up to 10 times the amount for a product when you sell it to a customer in drop shipping. So you're very restricted in drop shipping in the sense of, you know, sometimes it's very hard to be competitive with your pricing. As an example, a member will say to me, Ryan, my product is on Amazon 2 times cheaper than what I'm selling. Yes, because they purchased it in bulk and they're most probably doing white labeling. You're not doing white labeling, you're doing drop shipping. So drop shipping is great to learn how stores are built. Drop shipping is great to, you know, learn how to import products, how to fulfill orders, how to communicate with customers, how to set up email campaigns, SMS campaigns, how to cold test in marketing, how to do your ad creatives, how to target and retarget the correct audiences. Dropshipping is fucking amazing for that type of thing, okay? But if your goal in here is to build a long, should I say, a huge empire, to keep it simple, you have to be doing more than dropshipping, okay? So when you're doing dropshipping, you don't have the right to sit there and complain about, shipping times aren't the best. You're doing dropshipping, you're not investing any money into stock. Open your eyes. You know, if you invest in money, you can have quick shipping times. Absolutely. You're not investing any money into stock. So you can't complain about that. With drop shipping, you don't have any control over your customer service because you don't ultimately control the stock. Okay, so your customer service is never going to be the best, but we're not doing drop shipping to try and offer a great customer service. If we were trying to offer a great customer service, we would be doing something like white and private labeling, where it's all about the brand and the customer service. With drop shipping, what we're trying to do is educate ourselves, make money online, you know, get the ball rolling, and then we think to ourselves, okay, cool, we take this to the next level. Now, the best thing about drop shipping right now, apart from no outlay, you only pay when you sell, no handling and shipping, apart from those great things that come with drop shipping, the best thing about drop shipping is you can test products. Okay, now when people say to me, Ryan, what product should I go with? Ryan, what product? I usually respond, look, any product that has a demand. Do your product research, like we teach you in the training. Do your product research. Find a product that has a demand, which is also known as a winning product. Find a product that has demand. Find a product that has some type of longevity. Look over the previous 12 months Google Trends. Okay, now we start building the store around products that have a demand. Okay, now once we realize, oh fuck, you know, this is my best seller here, I'm selling 2, 3 of these a day, that's when we take that product to a whole new level, which I'll go over in just a second. Now with drop shipping, you can use that to test products, gain the knowledge, get the ball rolling, make money, and then we take everything to a whole new fucking level, which will be white labeling or private labeling. Anything you want to say on that? So at the moment, Reece, before I continue with the drop shipping side.
No, I think, yeah, continue.
Awesome, good stuff. So, okay, cool. So, with drop shipping, I often get asked, and you probably get asked this quite a bit, Reece. Should I use a UK-based supplier for quick shipping, good customer service? UK-based suppliers can be very expensive, okay, and you're very limited in terms of what stock you can sell. Now, we have a UK drop shipping lounge dropping very soon for Inner Circle members. We are in the middle of putting that together. The UK drop shipping lounge is going to be insane, and it's going to be probably the best way you can do drop shipping because you can have UK based suppliers. The cost price isn't super high like some UK based suppliers, so it's going to allow you to be, I wouldn't say competitive, but quite competitive with other people out there, other companies. But you could offer quicker shipping than China mainland. Of course, we have more than just China mainland currently, but it's quicker shipping than China mainland, which offers a bit more of a better customer service. And so we're launching that very soon. But when people say, why should I use a UK-based supplier for this for quick shipping? It really depends on the cost price of the product. Now, some suppliers will leave you with barely any profit. So when you come to your Facebook ad spend and you come to your, your tax that you have to pay, shipping costs, whatever, you're normally in a negative when you're selling a product from a UK-based supplier because of the high cost price of the product. Now, the only way you can make profit is if you do free advertising. So you're very limited there. With a China mainland supplier, you might get that product half the price, but longer shipping times. But the ultimate, the bottom line with that is your business is now profitable, which is the main goal. As a business, in order to function as a business, you need to be profitable. So this is why a lot of people use China mainland, because prices are a lot lower. Okay, shipping times are longer, but we're not trying to offer a super good customer service because we can't in drop shipping. And that's a fact, regardless of what anyone says to you. It's a fact. You cannot offer a good customer service if you don't handle your own stock, if you don't have it in a fulfillment center like DPD. And yes, we have some members that go above and beyond and they buy the stock themselves from the supplier and then they ship it themselves to the customer to cut out that long shipping time. You can only do that with a bespoke store. Now, going back to the testing, why we should start with drop shipping is so we can understand what works and what doesn't work. As soon as we identify what our top products are, what are our best-selling products, we have to go to the next level. We have to take that product to a next level. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example here. Let's say we have a gadget store and we find out that this wireless charger is our best seller. Okay, we're making 2-3 sales a day. It's been going on for around a month, 2 months now. Now is the time to take this to a whole new level. Let's stop drop shipping this product and let's take it to the next fucking level. Now it's going to be white labeling and a private labeling. Now, if you're getting this wireless charger at, let's say, £10 a piece drop shipping, you're going to get this at a maximum £3 a piece if you white label and private label. Now, the whole reason white and private labeling takes you to a whole new level is now it becomes about you and your brand. With drop shipping, it's not really about a brand. It's about you selling a product. Now, the way the e-commerce world has gone, and just the world in retail as a whole, everyone is buying from brands now. People are buying into a brand rather than buying into a product. That's the way the world has gone. Okay. So with white labeling and private labeling, it's about you as a brand, because now the product is branded, the packaging is now branded, you have a better quality product. You can also lower your price and become very competitive with other big companies out there because you get it a lot cheaper at cost price. And you can also offer super fast shipping. So now your customer service goes from here in drop shipping to all the way up here in private labeling, because it's about you as a brand. Now, when you open up a brand in white or private labeling with products that you already know work from drop shipping, that opens up so many more doors. Now it is worth opening up an Instagram or social media and pushing organic traffic, because your social media is all about you as a brand. So now you open up the whole social media side of it rather than just focusing on Facebook and Google ads and TikTok. You have so many other options and so many more doors open when you become a white label or a private label brand. So what I'm trying to say in here, in the first 6 months, I would spend doing drop shipping. If you're new to this, you're coming in with no experience, drop shipping is perfect. But I don't want to see anyone doing drop shipping for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I want people to, as soon as they identify, fuck, this product makes a lot of money in drop shipping, we quickly move over to white and private labeling and we brand it and we take it to a whole new level. So that is the 6-month plan. We start with drop shipping. We learn how to build the foundations, how to build the store, how to use plugins, how to set up email campaigns, SMS campaigns, how to run Facebook ads, how to create different ad creatives, how to target different audiences, the whole foundations and the whole marketing. Drop shipping is perfect for that, because I would not recommend anyone, this is vice versa now, I would not recommend anyone come into e-commerce and straight away start with white and private labeling with zero experience, unless you have a product in mind that is going to work. Then yes, absolutely, we go straight there. But for the 99% that come through with no experience, they don't really want to take too many risks, they want to learn how it works, they want to make money first, then I would highly recommend starting with drop shipping for at least the first 6 months. Let's see how everything works. Let's make some money, but do not look at drop shipping as this is going to give me financial freedom, because we're not here to bullshit you. We don't want to say in our training that dropshipping is going to give you financial freedom. Now, yes, Reece speaks to people that do 50K a month in dropshipping. Yes, I speak to people that do 100K a month in dropshipping, but it doesn't mean you're going to make 100K. The people that make that type of money is 1, 2, 3% of people. It's very, very low. Okay. And that's us keeping it real with you. Can you make 5K, 10K a month? Absolutely. That is very realistic in drop shipping. Absolutely. Which is way more than a salary we will pay you in a 9 to 5. Absolutely. But when we're talking complete financial freedom and we're talking longevity of a brand and the values that a brand brings, then we have to be doing white and private labeling. Anything you want to say on that, Reece?
I think you covered the majority of it, to be fair, right there. I think, yeah, you need to realize, obviously, like the levels with that side of things. Drop shipping, sort of your baseline, educate yourself, learn the foundations, make some money, essentially, as well. But moving forward, you really want to be pushing that to white labeling. And beyond that is private labeling. They're the levels you want to go. If you can, and you're somebody that, you know, can jump straight into private labeling as an example, then, you know, as long as you've got the right product, the right strategies there, you could do that as well. You know, you could save yourself time and money and stuff like that. But, you know, starting with dropshipping allows you to test products, test the waters, educate yourself, especially if you're somebody that's brand new to this. It's a great way of essentially getting your step through the door, the first step, and then you can progress from there.
How many people, Reece, have built, like, I'm just going to give you a generic example. You know, how many people have built a pet store, okay, drop shipping? And we all know, you know, there's you know, these so-called gurus on YouTube that go, don't build a pet store, don't do this. Yeah. We saw this back when we first started. Don't build a pet store, don't build a baby store. We just ignored them, went ahead and make a shitload of money. But just as an example there, Reece, how many members have we had build a pet store and then come back to us and say, Ryan, you know, okay, I'm only doing, you know, £500 a week as an example, but it's the same product or the same products that I keep selling. I have 100 products, but it's the same 2 or 3 products that keep selling. These people are the ones that make 5, 6 figures a month. And what I mean by that is once they identify these are my 2 winning products in my store, as soon as they go and white and private label it, they start making 5 figures a month or 5 grand a month. They start making huge amounts of money and huge amounts of profit because they're taking what works from a drop shipping store, taking those products to a whole new level in white and private labeling. They offer a super quick shipping time. It's all about them and the brand. People start buying into the brand and the about us and who they are and the purpose behind the brand. They buy into just the packaging itself because the packaging fucking looks awesome. The presentation, the experience of opening it. That is where we want to go. So with drop shipping, get into drop shipping if you're new to this. Start with drop shipping, build your store, identify what works, and take it to a whole new level. And that is how you make 5 figures a month. That is how you gain financial freedom. Once again, I'm talking for the majority of people. I know there's people, I know we're going to have members here saying, but Ryan, I am making 10K or 15K a month from drop shipping. Absolutely. But I'm looking at the bigger picture. I'm looking on a scale of how many people make that type of money in drop shipping. It's not everyone. We know that. That's a fact. White and private labeling is where you want to head in e-commerce because you'll have much more longevity. How many times do members build a store and they do drop shipping and they make 5K a month or 10K a month, Reece, and you know they refuse to move over to white and private labeling because now they're stuck in another comfort zone. They've stepped out their comfort zone and they've stopped being lazy and they've taken a risk and joined us, and then they build a store and it makes good money and they get stuck in that comfort zone again. And then eventually that product goes out of stock with the supplier. Now their 5, 10K a month just goes warm to 2K because their top selling products aren't there anymore. And the supplier isn't restocking. And the other suppliers will charge way too much for them to use a different supplier. Where if you identify within a month, 2 months continuously, these products are making us sales, they're going really well, go to white or private labeling. Get the ball rolling ASAP. Now, if you're someone, because I know we're going to get a lot of questions here, Reece, regarding this. If you're someone that, you know, is making sales consistently for a month, I'd say give it another month. Don't take the leap just yet. Let's give it another month. Let's make sure that this is consistent. Okay. Now, we used to recommend the 60-day rule. So from the moment you think I have a really good selling product here, from that moment, give it 60 days. And then at the end of the 60 days, has that product been consistent? Has that product sold almost every day, if not every other day? And if the answer is yes, you have a product that will do fucking amazing in white and private labeling. Now we have to take the plunge. We have to go to the next level if we want to gain financial freedom. And the best thing with this is we can continuously do drop shipping in the background whilst doing our white and private labeling as our main business, because the drop shipping store is basically just used to test new products. I would just constantly test products for a drop shipping store. That would basically be my machine that tests products for me. And then as soon as I see a product come out continuously, I grab that product, I white label it, and I put it in my store. So our private and white labeled store is constantly going to be, growing and growing with products. It might take us 2 years to get to 50 products or 30 products, but we know every single one of these products in our store makes money. We know every single one of these products in our store will consistently sell, which creates passive income. So drop shipping is, regardless what fucking anyone says out there, drop shipping is fucking amazing for certain reasons, for certain things. Okay, if your goal is I want to build a business that's going to be here for the next 20 years, no, drop shipping isn't great for that. Of course it isn't. But if your goal is to build a business online from scratch, it's your first business, make some money, get the ball rolling, learn how everything works with minimal outlay, drop shipping is fucking amazing for that. There's no better business model out there than drop shipping. And that's a fact. So don't listen to all these so-called fucking gurus online that tell you otherwise. Go and look at Google and look at the facts. Stop listening to bullshit, listen to facts. Okay? Because I come across a guy on YouTube about 2 weeks ago, an ad popped up about this is why you shouldn't be doing drop shipping in 2022. And I thought, what's this shit? So I clicked on it. I thought I was intrigued. I thought, come on, tell me why you should be doing drop shipping. And then I'll send you a message in your comments to tell you why you should be doing drop shipping. And he's like, drop shipping doesn't work. It's dead. Do you know why? And then they all hop on that same fucking bandwagon, Reece, of China mainland suppliers. 90% of fucking products in the UK right now are made in China. My fucking iPhone, my new iPhone's made in China. Wake the fuck up. And it's just all bullshit. And it's so they can sell a different course to you. I could sit here, guys, and make this sound amazing and say, guys, we don't use China mainland suppliers, long shipping times, cheap shit. We use UK premium-based suppliers. But I don't do that because that's not real. We use UK-based suppliers. We have a UK drop shipping lounge coming. It's going to be fucking insane. And that's going to be for our inner circle members, which is dropping shortly. But China mainland suppliers work. The bottom line is they fucking work. If China mainland supplies didn't work, how does AliExpress operate year after fucking year after fucking year after fucking year? How do they operate? If nobody is selling products because it doesn't work, they make their money from you selling products. So if people weren't selling products because AliExpress was shit, how is AliExpress still operating as a business? Answer that one. It works, and that's a fact. Anything you want to say, Reece? I'm kind of getting off on this one. I didn't mean to. I was trying to get it out there.
It's good. It's good. I think, can't really add much to that, to be fair.
I should have left some stuff out for you, really, shouldn't I, Reece? But look, Reece, you're a big drop shipping fan, man. Like, you've been doing drop shipping like almost 9 years now. You know this works. And how many times year on year do people say it doesn't work? It works, but it works to a certain extent, Reece. And we know that. It's great to get your feet on the ground. Yeah, you can make 10K a month online. For the people sitting there going, I thought dropshipping was good. It is good. You can make 10K online. Absolutely. That is very realistic if you put the work in, of course. But if you're talking about going to the next level, this, Reece, it has to be private labeling. Look at Reflection as an example. Look what we've achieved with Tammy J brushes as an example, Reece. Private label products. Dropshipping stores, to be fair, Reece have done 60K months of dropshipping stores. But we know that, with 60K, the profits in that aren't great. You're going to be looking at like 15K profit. It's not amazing. Now, if that was a private labeled store and we did 60K, we'll probably be taking home 30, 35K profit. That's like double. It's crazy. So we all know, Reece, that private labeling is the way forward.
100%. And with private labeling as well, like, let's say those wireless hair strainers as an example, if you drop ship these, you're going to be paying a supplier 30, 40 pounds. Whereas we private label these, and per cost price, having, the product customized, branded, the packaging branded, the packaging customized, and with a fast shipping method, it costs us around 25 to 30 pounds.
No, I've seen those wireless hair straighters for about 75 quid with the supplier. I actually had a member. Yeah, I had a member. There was one supplier selling them at 89.99 drop shipping, and they were the exact same wireless hair straighteners that we have.
Wow.
Well, they look the exact same. They must be the exact same color in the pink and the grey. And they were 89.99 to drop ship, and we get them at £26 all in. And a much better quality. Well, if it's same quality, but we got it branded, we got better packaging, quicker shipping, and we own the stock. That's the difference, Reece.
Big difference there. And the same with any product you go for. If you're buying it in bulk, it's going to be cheaper. And even though you're saving a shit ton of money, you're going to be able to get that customized, branded. And it's like there's always that, I don't know what's the word for it, that sort of way of like when you go on Amazon, let's say you need to buy a new iPhone charger. Do you buy a cheap one that's, maybe £1.20 unbranded? Are you going to buy that, or are you going to spend an extra quid and get one that's branded that looks better? You're always going to go with obviously the better stuff. It's like when you go into a restaurant as well, or when you're looking at what restaurant should we go to tonight. You're not going to go to a restaurant that looks shit. The food can be exactly the same, but if a restaurant looks, posh, it looks nice, the food looks good, you're most probably going to go there. You're going to try that out. You're not going to go to something that looks rubbish. It's all about perspective. It's all about appearance and everything like that. So, when it comes to drop shipping, you're very limited, and you need to accept the facts that, you're going to be paying quite a bit, even though it's still going to be cheap. You can still make a profit. You're still going to be paying quite a bit in regards to what that product is actually worth. You've got long shipping times. The supplier, like Ryan said, if you stick with a product that's selling well, you don't know when that product's going to go. But I think, moving forwards, the whole point of drop shipping is get your foot through the door, start to educate yourself, figure out what works, and ultimately find a product that people are buying that stands out from everything else that you're doing. Once you pinpointed that, we then go to level 2 or even level 3, depending on where you want to go. And that's now white labeling, private labeling. Once you get to that stage, the money you're making from drop shipping, use that, invest that into this. And once you're at that stage, you're going to be getting the product for a lot cheaper. It's going to be, like I said, branded, better packaging, more premium. And you can most probably, if you were to use a fulfillment center, offer next day shipping.
Yeah.
You're now literally competing at the level of Amazon. And Amazon's the biggest e-commerce platform out there. A level above, obviously, all of this is you push B2B marketing, which is a whole nother subject. But, for the people out there that start to say, e-commerce is dying, drop shipping doesn't work, it's because they're doing it fucking wrong and they haven't got a clue.
Yeah, you're watching 100%. YouTube videos from so-called gurus.
100%. People, you can find so much information online, but I can guarantee you, do your research on these people that you're getting information from. Have they got successful dropshipping stores? How long have they been doing it for? Where's their credibility? They're just literally some people that have thrown together a few YouTube videos. Now they're trying to sell you a course. It's a load of bullshit. You need to really make sure that you're learning from people that have the results. Make sure you're learning from people that have credibility. And basically that side of things. If you go onto Google, you are going to find exactly what you search for. If I go onto Google now and I type in dropshipping's dead, it's going to return results to me where it basically says dropshipping's dead. If I go onto Google and type in dropshipping is working, dropshipping's the best it's ever been, I'm going to get results that tell me that dropshipping is at its peak. So whatever you search for on Google is what you're going to get. But when you look, as an example...
You're wrong, Reece. You're wrong. I've typed in dropshipping is dead, yeah? The short answer to both of these questions is no. Dropshipping is far from dead in 2022. In fact, it's just as viable as ever. With the right tools, tactics, and strategy, it's entirely possible to create a high profit dropshipping business. And that was posted on the 6th of April, 2022.
Well, there you go. You can't even get bad news. But yeah, with going back as well, people really want some fucking proof about, the e-commerce space, dropshipping, white labeling, private labeling, all of that stuff. We go back to COVID, the lockdowns as an example. Now, that was a real test of every single business out there. No matter what fucking industry you're in, that's a real test to see how you can survive. I don't know if anybody followed me way back then. That was probably, 2 years ago now. But nearly every single day, at least 3 or 4 of my stories was a traditional business shutting down, a traditional business being bought out by another business, a traditional business going into liquidization, a traditional business cutting X amount of staff. Then when you look at online retailers, fucking booming. There was online retailers that were actually buying out traditional businesses and moving them online to expand their own businesses. When you go into, I think, 2021 Christmas time, traditional retail sales were up by only 4%. You look at the e-commerce side of things, so online retailers, they were up by well over 400%. Look at the fucking difference. It's right there. And you're going to go and listen to someone where they're sat in front of their fucking dad's Beamer saying that drop shipping's dead, don't do this. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, it's so true, Reece. You're speaking facts. So the 6-month plan in a nutshell, which I've just... Oh, can you hear me, Reece?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go on, my screen just went off. In a nutshell, the 6-month plan is use the first 6 months to learn how everything, this is for people with no experience, learn how everything works, build a couple of businesses. You know, maybe your first business doesn't take off altogether. Maybe we're like, okay, it doesn't work. Worst case scenario, we go back to the drawing board. It's not an issue. We haven't invested any money into stock. Absolutely fine. We revamp, we go again. And that is what dropship is all about. I see a lot of people procrastinating, sitting on the fence. Oh, what product should I go with? It doesn't matter if they all have a demand. Go with one. Stop fucking picking and choosing. Go with one. And if it doesn't work a month or a month and a half down the line, we go back to the drawing board and we go with a second business. Now, again, if that's for some whatever reason it doesn't work, we go with a third business. Now, this is why I give it 6 months. Within the first 6 months, learn how business works. Let's look at the educational side. Let's be realistic here, okay? Rather than me just trying to sell you a fucking get-rich-quick scheme like everybody else. Let's be realistic. This is a real business, okay? So with dropshipping, let's use the first 6 months to educate ourselves. Let's use the first 6 months to build our business, import products, product research, you know, use Canva to customize our images and make them more credible, how to build a brand, which you're going to be very limited with dropshipping, of course, how to set up your whole marketing. How does Google Ads work? Let's have a look at Google Ads. You know, how do we do that? What's SEO all about? What should I put in email campaigns? What are the titles? What's going to, you know, grab people's attention? Let's use Facebook ads. Let's look at dynamic ads. Let's look at videos. Let's look at carousels. How do we create ad creatives? What are the best incentives? What are the best selling products in my store? Let's use the first 6 months to get our feet on the ground and get that ball rolling. Okay. Now use the first 6 months. Now, usually for most members, within the first 6 months, you identify what products are selling and what isn't selling. Now, you haven't got to make crazy amounts of money to see what's working and what isn't working. Now, if I was to see a product constantly being viewed, let's say Lucky Orange, as we always mentioned, which is a great app for Shopify. Let's see, we constantly see people spending time around the same fucking product in our store. We keep seeing people adding to cart with the same product. It's not necessarily just based off sales. It could be just little things like that. People showing that interest. We now can easily identify, wow, people love this shit. Like, we need to take this to a whole new level. So within 6 months, you've learned everything that you need to know about building a store, marketing. You're still going to learn for the next 6 months after that as well. But you've got all the basics and the foundations and everything you need to go out there and create 5 figures a month. Now let's go to white and private labeling. So for the first 6 months, that's going to set you up for the rest of your fucking life. And that's why dropshipping is amazing to begin with. So that is the 6 month plan. For the first 6 months, get your feet on the ground, make money, learn how it works. And then we go to the next level and we now build a fucking empire that's going to be here for the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Let's go, guys. Let's fucking go. And that right there is proven to work. If you put the work in 6 months, not, you know, sit there and go, oh, it's not working. I've only made 5 sales. Like, wrong mindset. Come back to this webinar. Remember what I spoke about, what we're using dropshipping for. But you might even sit there and think, fuck me, I'm making 10K a month. Keep dropshipping going. Just keep it going, but go into white private labeling at the same time. Right, let's go over some questions, Reece. Do you want to do any of your side, or do you want me to crack on my side, Reece? Someone's asking for the giveaway here, £1,500. We're doing that in around 15 minutes time. Stay tuned. We haven't done a £1,500 giveaway for a long time. Stay tuned. We'll do that in around 15 minutes.
Right. Message from Greg. Evening, lads. I just want to say to any non-members thinking about joining, do it. I just started working my way through the inner circle training, and the content is honestly amazing. There's so much in there I can take both into my traditional business and to start my e-commerce journey. I've got my first call booked with James for this week. Can't wait to set some goals and smash 2023. It's going to be life-changing for my family.
Let's fucking go, Greg. Go, Greg. Greg's a good guy, man. Really good guy. I like Greg. Let's fucking go, man. Let's go. So, right, let me just. Do you want to? Barney's put, how quickly can you establish your brand with a white labeled product? You can establish it pretty quickly. Like I said, when you do white labeling or private labeling, it opens so many more doors. So there's so much more exposure. You can get exposure so much quicker. You could do things like giveaways because it's about your brand rather than giving away non-branded products, as an example. Like, it just opens so many doors to you can get traction very fucking quickly. Like some businesses in private labeling explode within the first 2-3 months. They just fucking explode. But that's because they're not just sitting there running Facebook ads. They're doing everything. They're grinding away at social media. They're making themselves credible. They're pushing themselves out there. They're doing micro influencers. They're running Google ads. They're getting videos. They're leveraging their time and getting videos created on TikTok and just constantly uploading videos to TikTok because we all know you get very big reach on TikTok. They're constantly getting that exposure, and then the more exposure you get, the more data you have. The more data you have, the more email campaigns, the more SMS campaigns. Everything just scales. It's like a snowball effect. So it's I can't give you a specific time, Barney. It depends on the work that you put in, but you can explode a brand so quickly with the right strategies and the right marketing behind it. Anthony, our marketing consultant, will tell you that. You still there, Reece?
I'm still here. One sec.
Oh, okay, because your screen went black. Probably it's the same for everyone else as well. Ian, I'm looking to book a Christmas party, but another member told me tickets are nearly all gone. Is that true? Would love to meet you guys. Yes. Our Christmas, I've only promoted it once. The Christmas event last year, like you guys know, was my favorite event. They're almost gone, the tickets already. Tammy did put it in her story today. So yeah, you can find that on our events page, our community page. Dean, when will your next Inner Circle retreat be? I joined Inner Circle today and your stories looked amazing in Morocco. Wouldn't want to miss it. Morocco was just insane, guys. I know there's going to be members in here watching this right now that was in Morocco. That was fucking insane. The value, the networking, the bonding we did together. Like when you guys message me now, I feel that connection a lot stronger because, it's not just a face on social media. We've been sat there on vacation for a week together. Like Morocco was fucking insane. Dean, when will your Inner Circle retreat be? So that will be same question. So I'm just reading it back again. That will be March, Bali 2022. Once again, those tickets are limited, and that is going to be insane. That is insane. Isn't even a fucking word. But that's an Inner Circle only retreat. You know how we do with Inner Circle. Let's go. Riley, would you recommend doing dropshipping or private labeling or both? I want to build an empire and have time and location freedom. You can gain location freedom with dropshipping, but it's a lot fucking harder because you're pushing most of the time unbranded products with long shipping times. You don't have the packaging there, and you push both, but start with dropshipping. Sean, I have an idea for a product that I've not actually seen done before. Is this something you guys could help me with? Yes, absolutely. We've got a sourcing product section. Fill in a form there, buddy. Absolutely. Pete, would you only recommend doing private labeling products with B2B? A friend of mine is a member and he just closed a B2B sale worth 30K, which is 18K of that. Which 18K of that is profit I want in. From Pete. Let's go, buddy. I'd like to know who your friend is. Would you only recommend doing private labeling products with B2B? A friend of mine is a member and he just closed a B2B sale worth 30K, which 18K of that is profit I want in. Let's fucking go. Yeah, private labeling, once again, you could do drop shipping with B2B. That's absolutely fine and it works. But private labeling is always going to be a lot stronger in B2B. So I would recommend, I'd recommend doing that as well. Absolutely. Why not? Let's go. Of course. But good stuff on your friend. 18K. Let's fucking go, man. Izzy, what's your best advice for someone who wants a little side hustle because they like their job? I would say, Siri's just come up. Can you hear me, Reece?
Yeah.
You've cut out. Fuck, is this Siri shit coming on? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Siri just fucking come on. Sorry, Izzy, what's your best advice for someone who wants a little side hustle because they like your job? Because it Izzy, the name, I guess it's. I'm not going to say it'll come on again, but I thought I said, yeah. So I would say take the plunge and do what needs to be done. Do what most people don't do. Most people sit here asking me questions. Most people don't even respond to my DMs. Most people waste my fucking time, which I don't really care about. Because like I say, Izzy, I don't need their business. I don't need their money. But I do Step out your comfort zone, take the leap, put the work in, stay consistent, trust the process, follow the strategies we give you, and you'll create a really nice side hustle. Ollie, hi guys, great webinar. I'm signing up tonight. So excited. Just wondered if the support would be yourselves or if you outsource things like that to India or like that. No, buddy. We don't outsource anything to India. Yeah, we're not one of those systems. What we do on the outside is what we do on the inside. If you look at our look at my highlights as an example, events, retreats, everything's so personal. If you've ever messaged me, Ollie, you would have seen, you know, the response I give you. Like, everything is personal here. We have experts within the system that are amazing. Once again, very personal. People that have been there and done it. People that do it today still. So yeah, everything's personal. We don't outsource to India. You got the one guy. Zach, hi Ryan. I sent you a DM, maybe in your requests. Okay, I'll be catching up with DMs probably first thing in the morning. I've had a busy day. I've been on top of DMs all day. Hi Ryan, sent you a DM, maybe in your request. My brother-in-law is an inner circle member, speaks very highly of your system. I was skeptical at first, but he's shown me results on his stores today, and the proof is in the pudding. He recently bought a Christmas store which is doing £400 to £600 a day, which is amazing. I'm ready to join and just wondered if I can pay for the membership on my credit card. Thank you. Let's fucking go, buddy. Yeah, I had an experts meeting. Not Saturday just gone. I had one yesterday, in fact, but not Saturday gone, the Saturday before. And Anthony was saying how amazing, you know, the Christmas stores are going with most members. So like, it doesn't surprise me that he's doing £400 to £600 a day. Let's fucking go. Yeah, you can do the membership on a credit card. I think we accept that, don't we, Reece? Credit card. Just check it out.
Yeah.
If it accepts it, we do. If it doesn't, we don't. Just check it out. Will, hi, I'd like to purchase Marketing Accelerator, but it's not letting me. Is there another way I can purchase? Yeah, I've had a lot of people having issues with Marketing Accelerator. Drop me a DM and I'll send you an invoice. We'll do it that way. Do you want to go over your side quickly, Reece? We'll do some messages outside.
Yeah, let's go. Calvin, joining IC next month. How does the store build work? Will I have any input on it, or do I leave it to Reece's magic on the design/product from the get-go? The only reason I ask is that I'm wondering what niche to go with. Is this a mistake and setting up myself to fail, or is this something the training will cover during the 9 modules? We covered this obviously during the 9 modules. You know, we teach you about products. We give you winning products to look at, how to source products, how to double check they're trending, they're winning. Both options though, Calvin. If you want to tell me what you want to go for on that store, I can work with you. I can get that up and running. Or if you want to leave it to me to put, you know, winning product on the store and build a store based upon that, I can do that as well. So balls in your court with that. Cool. Where are we? Jay, Reece, you could have took the night off, bro. Haha.
What? Because I've been talking so much. Who put that? Who put that?
Jay Ramsey.
Jay, watch what you say, mate.
Jack, let's go. Thanks for the positive feedback about my dog brand.
Good stuff.
Right, here we go. Good evening. Excited for our store to be finished. I've been making my way through the Instagram videos. How much roughly should I expect to pay for a celeb campaign for around 50k followers?
It depends if it's UK based, US based, Philippines, Russian. It really depends. I know Jenny's got, for anyone that's interested in celeb campaigns, by the way, I know Jenny's doing like some type of deal at the moment. So if you're in that Telegram group, just drop her a message in there. She messaged me yesterday on WhatsApp, just to let the members know, she said, and I haven't put it in the inner circle groups. So just drop her a message. If you look to do a celeb campaign, now's the time to do it. She's got some deals on, so just check it out, guys.
Good stuff. Robin, and me being in full-time uni, would I still be okay to start this alongside, or do I need to dedicate more time? I was looking more for my partner's interest, but after watching this today, I'm interested in joining myself. Just want to give it 100% to get the best experience. By full-time, it's 3 days a week for 5 hours a day. You know, the beauty of working on something like this, like designing your online business, is you work around your current commitments. When I first started, I was a chef working full time, and this was anywhere from 5 to 6 days, sometimes 7 days a week, and anywhere from a minimum of a 10-hour shift. There were days I could only put 30 minutes into this, an hour into this. On my days off, I pretty much spend half the day just putting that time and putting that work in. So yeah, you can do this around any current commitments, 100%.
Good stuff.
When adding a winning product to a private label in store, do you need to keep the niche the same, or can you add different niches? If it's on the same store, I would keep that store, one niche. There's no point having a fitness part and then you've got dogs, like dog beds. It's going to be too randomized. If you're building a store based around fitness, keep it fitness. That's what people are going to your store for. You're building a store based around pets, keep it pets. People don't want to go to that store and start looking at tents for hiking in Mount Everest and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Trying to find more. What time is it starting? Yes, I can. Is public chat disabled for non-members? No, and I think it's just like a little delay. Webinar's already started, so the chat, obviously, for like GDPR policies and stuff like that, we have to have that switched off. But obviously, you can still send us messages here, and that's what we're reading out now. Mikey, yes, I can hear you. How quickly can you start making money? Question for you there, Ryan.
How quickly can you start making money?
Yeah.
How much work are you going to put in, Mikey? Simple as that, really. It's a simple question. Simple answer. It depends on what work you put in. So yeah. I can't give an answer, Reece, because that'd be me lying to him. How long? It could be 2 months, could be 4 months, could be 6 months, could be 12 months. Depends on what you put in.
Cal Adams, hi mate, I've just listened to your webinar and it's hit me. My website is about bamboo products, eco bamboo products. If you look at my store, you'll see I have loads of products on there which are just bamboo. I've just started my own bamboo t-shirts with my logo on, which are drop shipped on demand. I've noticed I can get these t-shirts so much cheaper if bought in bulk, etc. And if I buy in bulk, I can get jumpers and other clothes, etc. But not on demand. I was thinking maybe I should delete all my other stuff off my site and just focus purely on the clothing, nothing else. And then if they sell, use my profit, buy in bulk and make some more products. But at the moment, I saw there's a lot of products on it, and I feel as if listening to your webinars, I need to focus on one product. Please, can you check my store out, mate? I'm hoping if I can get this right, I can earn enough to start the £1,500 change course, which at the moment I don't have the money for. Tough one. I think you're mixing two niches. Yeah, they're eco-friendly products, but you're mixing clothing with bamboo products. In my opinion, I'd never build a store like that. So I think either go with one or the other. With clothing brands as well, though, that the issue of clothing brands is people, love the ambition, the motivation they have. I want to have my own clothing brand and stuff like that. It's possibly the most hardest niche to tap into with a clothing brand. The reason for that is because every single day, I think I read something yesterday, there's about 300 and something brand new clothing brands that are launched every single day. Now, you think, say it takes you a month to build your store, how much fucking competition has just been developed in that month, let alone what's already out there. I'm not saying, clothing brands, you can't be successful in that. Of course you can. And if you are successful, that's going to be some serious cash that you'll be making from that as well. But, if you're somebody that doesn't have a few years and a lot of money to invest to really push your brand, not only obviously branding your products, but also, getting that brand awareness, the advertising side of things, maybe working with some influencers, you're going to get 6 months into it, spent a lot of money, and you're not going to be able to continue. So I think with clothing brands, you really need to consider what you want to do. It's so easy to create a clothing brand. I can do one in 10 minutes. I can have a fucking big range of clothes and stuff, all branded, ready to be drop shipped or ready to be bought in bulk. But the journey beyond that is the tough part. So just consider that, Cal. With bamboo products, once again, don't just add anything that's a product that's made of bamboo. Once again, be more specific, niche down. Why don't we go for bamboo products for babies or something like that? Do you know what I mean? Like, be a bit more specific with what you're doing, and you should start seeing a better return. I can't take a look at your store right now, mate, because obviously we're live on a webinar. But feel free to obviously reach out to me with any questions, mate. Amy, I'm a terrible student and hands-on works better for me. Do you recommend getting a shop up and learning as I go? Yeah, it what most people do with like when they buy a store from us, they buy it to obviously have that peace of mind that the foundations are built as solid as possible. But at the same time, if you want to work on your own store, you can use the store that I built for you as a guideline of sort of what to do, get a good idea and stuff like that. But within our training, we teach you step by step how to build a successful store with winning products, how it should look, the appearance, all the way through to the advertising side of things, step by step as well.
Reece, Harry's put here, thinking about purchasing the marketing accelerator. Will this help me moving forward into Christmas? With that, Harry, it's not just going to help you Christmas. This is to propel you in advertising. What you'll find with Facebook ads is it's very complex. There's so much to learn. And this is going to be a small group. We're only allowing a small group on this accelerator. It's going to be very personal with Anthony. And he is going to show you shit that he's never shown before. Like, this is insane. We've got the script here, in the back end, and we can really see how much value is going to be provided. So for the selection of members that go ahead and grab a ticket, it's going to be amazing. It's an absolute no-brainer. Look, if you're in e-commerce and you're like, I want to make money online, I want to learn how to market, this is a no-brainer. If you're not doing this, what are you doing? Like, you can absolutely learn it yourself. We've got the training, but this is going above and beyond. And it's just an absolute no-brainer. And you'll see that for the ticket holders already. You'll see that this is going to be insane value. I wouldn't really say it's just for Christmas. It's great to get some stuff going for Christmas, but it's going to be more when you come into the new year. You're going to be fucking moving. So, and that's what we want to do as a new business coming into the new year. You want to propel rather than get to the new year and think, right, I need to really crack on with my ads now. You've already done that throughout November, December with Anthony. It's intense, man. It's intense training. So, Harry, I think it's completely up to you, but I think it's a fucking no-brainer. These accelerators we put together are just a no-brainer. You can find that in your members lobby, Harry, if you don't know. Fucking 100%. I would recommend doing it. So yeah, go on, Reece. Sorry, I saw that one pop up there.
1 second. Jack, big one here. Oh no, hold on. Oh, it's gone smaller. That's weird. I like the setup of ECWID to make my stores compared to Shopify. Can ECWID still be linked to apps such as ZenDrop and AliExpress and on Amazon? As I understand it, is a monthly fee of £35 of ECWID compared to Shopify's £17. Is this correct? ECWID's great. Don't get me wrong. One of the main purposes of ECWID is to allow a storefront via like HTML code. So if you've got a website elsewhere, you can import a storefront from ECWID onto another platform, such as WordPress, Wix, even Shopify supports it as well. Only thing with ECWID is it's very easy to use, but you are extremely limited in regards to the amount of apps they have, the amount of integrations they have, ways of integrating with your Facebook along with the Pixel, other things such as other platforms as well. And it's a bit of a standalone platform that sort of tries to integrate with everything else, whereas Shopify fully integrates with pretty much everything out there. This is one thing that I mentioned for the training as well. Shopify is the #1 e-commerce platform out there for a reason. There's no point looking elsewhere. There's no point looking at WordPress, looking at Wix, looking at ECWID when you've got the #1 platform there. It's #1 because of the reason that it's easy to use. It integrates everything. It's got millions of apps for you to use to help you along your journey, and obviously the support is on point. You can be in a live chat with someone from Shopify, an expert from Shopify within a couple minutes. You're not going to get that anywhere else. So no matter how much I like ECWID, stick with Shopify, bro. #1 platform.
Let's go.
And it's cheaper. And it's cheaper as well.
I've got one here. Can I just read it quickly? It just says con. So Con, a lot of people just asking when the giveaway is. They're just here for the giveaway. But there's one here from Con. Gutted I won't be able to make the Christmas party. I actually have another do, and it's also my girlfriend's birthday the following day. Pretty gutted really, because it would have been amazing to meet you guys for the first time, as I couldn't come to the last event or retreat that you held in Marrakesh. Just a little update on my store. I've been turning over around £500 a day, and on the weekends it's nearly hitting £800. I did turn off my ads over the weekend for the first 3 months of my store running, ping them back on a month ago, and every weekend has been higher than weekdays. So I would say to anyone who's running ads on a weekday to run them on a weekend also, as I see better results on a weekend. closing each week with a high amount of sales is very satisfying. But like you say, Ryan, and private labeling is definitely on my radar now, as this is where the big money is, and I can only imagine what I could be making if I was to do private labeling instead of drop shipping. Exciting times ahead from Con. How fucking amazing is that? It's weird, isn't it, Reece? Because sometimes we see like weekends quieter than weekdays. I think it's just random, man. I don't think there's a right or wrong there. I really don't. I used to see like weekends are good for us as well, but we used to see weekdays better than weekends. So the complete opposite to you, Con. It's weird. I don't get it. But like, keep doing what you're doing, and no worries. You know, if you can't come to the Christmas event, even though it's going to be our best event this year, it is going to be our best event this year. We've had some pretty fucking awesome events this year. Once again, Christmas is going to be the best one, like it was last year. But look, if you can't come, you can't come. It is what it is. It's sad, but try and come to the next one. That's all I can say. Good shit, Con. Keep fucking killing it. And hope your girlfriend. Yeah, I hope your girlfriend has a good birthday, buddy. Let's go. Cool. I won't do any more, Reece. I've got a few coming through, but they're not. Yeah.
Cool. Should we do the giveaway?
Cool. Yeah. So Reece is going to email one of you. He's just going to ask for your PayPal. We're going to ping over £1,500. We'll do it as family and friends. We'll do it as family and friends, so you get the full £1,500. One lucky winner. We haven't done this 1,500 in a long time. We've been doing free gifts and fucking stores, but we're doing a £1,500 giveaway. Hopefully that helps towards Christmas, or you invest it into a business to make more money. Let's use money as a tool to make more money. You know, let's work smart, not hard. Let's go. So Reece is now going to do that. Once again, I want to thank everyone for the positive vibes, the positive energy. You know, we're only on Tuesday, Monday yesterday. The mindset, the majority of our members come to me. Basically, all the members that come to me just got started on the right foot yesterday. You know, great energy. They started a good day with a good mindset. You know, just incredible, guys, what you guys are doing. And, you know, you guys look up to us. We look up to you as well. You know, vice versa, man. It's incredible to see you guys, you know, especially particular members that have so much shit. You know, like their partners don't support them. Their partners think everything's a scam. You know, the poor mindset. You know, you've got the people who have friends hating on them, calling it a scam. Like, we've been there, man, and see your guys' reactions is better than our reactions when we started. It's just inspirational to us to see that shit. Keep leveling up, guys. Keep putting in the work. Keep working in silence. Results speak to himself. So yeah, I just want to appreciate all the kind messages I've received so far. Just keep fucking smashing it. Let's go. But yeah, apart from that, our next webinar is 8 p.m. on Thursday. I'll be launching that in my story tomorrow. We won't be holding a webinar on Sunday because we're actually traveling, funny enough. But we'll be holding a webinar when we're out on vacation on the Tuesday. So we'll be holding that out as well. So yeah, look, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you got some really good value from this webinar. I was really excited to do this one. As you could all probably tell from the way I was going off on one, but it's an awesome webinar. Done, Reece, your side? Perfect, guys. DMs, I'll probably try and get back to DMs in the morning, so maybe just drop me a message tomorrow. I'm going to be, I've been on DMs all down knackered. I've got to put cream on my new tattoo. It's fucking killing me sitting here right now. So I've got to cream it up, wash it. Tammy's going to help me with that. So I'm going to have, and I'm tired, so I'll probably have a bit of a busy evening now. So drop me a DM tomorrow if you can, guys. And if you need anything, just let me know. We'll go from there, and have a great evening.
Cool. Take it easy, guys.